After more than 20 years, the cast from Freaky Friday is back for more body-switching fun in Freakier Friday. We welcome back to Afternoon Live one of the stars of Freakier Friday and our good friend, the one and only Stephen Tobolowsky. It is so great to see you. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Hannah. Thank you so much. I tell you, it was quite a deal doing this movie.
I bet.
It came, it kind of came out of nowhere. And people just said, Stephen, or you could be available in like a month to do a remake of Freaky Friday. I go, what? It's like, what's happening? And we shot this outside of, I guess, Santa Barbara, kind of up the coast at a high school. And Nisha Ganatra was our director, and she was fabulous. And Mark Waters was our director of Freaky Friday 1, and he was fabulous. And I think that's the key in movies like this. You have to have a director who knows how to control all the little pieces that are moving and have fun at the same time.
We'll talk about a lot of moving parts. We've got like a double, quadruple body switch happening in this film.
Yeah, I know. It's also... It's also scientifically improbable, but that's what kind of makes it so much fun. And of course, the actors are, Jamie Lee and Lisa. Everybody had a great time. And like a lot of that comes from the top. A lot of that comes from the producers and especially the director, Ganesha. She made sure everybody was having a good time.
That's so nice to hear. Well, and I just hear the best things, too, about Jamie Lee Curtis really setting the tone, both in the original Freaky Friday and just everything she does, right? Everyone wants to work with her.
Yeah, when we did the first one, the very first thing Jamie Lee did when we were on the set was call the entire cast into a schoolroom. She sat at a desk at the front and acted like the principal and said, "This is what's going to happen. This is an important movie for all of us to do. I want everyone to have a good time, but everyone work hard, know your lines, be prepared, be concentrated, help your fellow castmates, don't be late." And all of this, and she was like a general. You didn't want to go against her. And knowing that she was going to be in this one too was an absolute would surefire yes from me. But I think I'm thinking of one of the fun parts we had in this. One thing Nisha did, like there's a scene in which we are on the football field, and I don't want to spoil it too much, but I'm in a golf cart,
okay.
and all the girls are running. There I am. Oh, you have a shot of it. There I am. Now see, I am driving, and I have this big megaphone in one hand, and I'm driving the golf cart with the other, and I'm doing the gas pedals and the brake with the other. And Nisha is saying, like, "Stephen, can you get even closer to him?
Oh, no.
And can you swerve or maybe look like you're going to hit him?" And you go, "Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
We can do, we can do that."
High stakes action.
It was crazy. We had a wonderful time.
Well, and how great to see Lindsay Lohan back just at the top of her game. You can tell just from the trailer, she and Jamie Lee, I mean, they're just so great together.
It's so great. When I did Freaky Friday #1, I didn't, I think it was kind of Lindsay's first movie or one of, her first kind of grown-up movie. And we had such a good time, me being a horrible teacher. I think I'm born to be a horrible teacher. And we had such a great time. Right after that, Lindsay and I went to New Orleans and did another movie called Lady Luck. And it was the same thing, where I'm kind of a mean guy and she's kind of a sweet girl. And yet, we did that. But when we did Glee after that,
yeah.
I was on Glee. Lindsay had already gone to Europe, and she was in France, but a lot of the guys in Glee were close friends to Lindsay and had a phone, so we would go out on breaks and call like Paris or something to see how Lindsay was doing and say hello and wishing her well.
That is so great.
It was like a great big family to be back together again.
Well, we were talking earlier just in the office here about how you're so kind and we so always appreciate your time, but you play kind of meanies a lot of the time because you're so good at it.
Yeah, well, being kind and mean are kind of the same thing. It's just It's just you're nice to the wrong things when
Okay.
you're mean.
Fair enough.
You know, like time and erasers are more important than people. So, you know, you just have an imbalance there. And you figure we did have an event happen that was kind of dramatic. So I had pretty much, on Freakier Friday, this movie here that came out, I shot my part pretty much, and then I had one more day of shooting. And we were shooting out by Santa Barbara, and we had already shot the camera on me in one of the classroom scenes. So this is going to be over my shoulder on the classroom. And suddenly, I could not see. Now I'm off camera, and I couldn't see. And I was gesturing to Nisha. I'm saying, I don't know what's wrong, but I've lost my vision or something. And I'm trying to hold up the script off camera, and I couldn't see the words on the page. And Nisha came up and said, it's all okay. We already have you on film. Just say whatever you want that comes to your mind off camera to these bad students. Just say whatever you want, and it'll be fine. And it'll all cut together great. Don't be worried about anything. We got through that. I waited in my dressing room till my vision came back, and then I drove the 2 hours home. Now, heaven help me if I went to the doctor next to go. I had to go to a neurologist.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I had something wrong with my brain. Now, how many times has something happened to your brain where you have to go to a neurologist? And let me tell you, that wasn't fun. But he gave me this Epley maneuver. Because he said what had happened was I had, before the movie even happened, I had this head cold or something, and the cold or whatever went into my ears. And he said that the little things that give you balance in your ear have gone askew. So you do this maneuver, and your balance will come right, your vision will come right, and you'll be okay again. And it worked.
How incredible, and how the timing that you already had your scenes on tape so you could move on with the rest of the film. Wait, I gotta ask you, we have like 1 minute left to talk about Freakier Friday.
Yep.
Did you have to miss the premiere for a very not fun reason?
I was on jury duty.
No, Stephen, that's
they wouldn't
awful.
release me. They wouldn't release me. They wouldn't release me on jury duty.
You couldn't even say Jamie Lee, Lindsay Lohan, ever heard of them?
No, the defendant was saying like, well, there's a guy on TV. He's in the jury, and the judge looked at me and banged his gavel and says, you know, we will have no disobedience in this court. I'm going like, I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing,
gosh.
man. But I did miss the premiere. My manager was to go to the premiere. He missed the premiere because he was working. So he sent a friend, and the friend told me the show was great. So I'm very happy. I've been seeing a lot of good reviews today. I think people are really going to love Freakier Friday.
All the reviews I've seen are spectacular, and that's hard to do with a sequel. People love the original so much, so we are just absolutely cannot wait. Don't go anywhere, okay? We're going to chat more after the break.
Right.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break, but we'll have more with Stephen Tobolowsky when we come back. Stay right there. Welcome back to Afternoon Live. We are back talking to actor and author Stephen Tobolowsky. Stephen, you have another Hallmark movie coming out very soon. This is big business here.
Yeah, I know. I love it. You know, Haul Out the Halloween is coming out, I believe, and we had so much fun doing this movie. It was crazy. One thing is, it's kind of becoming like a repertory company because it's the same cast in all three Haul Out movies. So we have Haul Out the Holly lit up their Christmas movies, and then they came up with this Halloween movie, Haul Out the Halloween. We shoot in the same place in Utah, the same cast, and it's really, when you do repertory theater, like I did in my earlier days, you would work with the same people on a million different shows. This is the same thing, and you become a big family. Everybody becomes very protective. Everybody loves one another, and it was just one of the most fun experiences. Now, I could bring up an example of something that was the same about Haul Out the Halloween that there was the Freakier Friday
Oh, okay.
movie.
Do
And
tell.
that is, Well, as I mentioned, Nisha Ganatra was the director of Freakier Friday. McLean Nelson is the director of all the Haul Out movies. And they use the same technique as directors. So what they do is they and this is a great technique if there are any young directors out there. You make sure you get the scene first. You get all the little pieces you need to make a scene. And then what both directors do is say, now you're dealing with house money. Do whatever you want. And so a lot of times, so in Nisha's case, in McLean's case, you know, it's a license to kill as an actor. You just go there and you do whatever you want, and you find out that this new life and new choices come into the scene. And when you see the finished product, a lot of what they used was the improvised material. Harold Ramis did the same thing at Groundhog Day.
Oh, wow.
After Bill and I got the street scene done, now Harold came and whispered to me and said, now do anything you want to Bill. Do anything you want to Bill. And that was the take pretty much they used, where I kind of punch him in the stomach and I go, but pooh, you have any insurance? And I look in his pocket, you ain't got any. You know, we just started adding that. And that's what Bill did to me on the damn kissing scene.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that was not in the script that way. That was not supposed to happen, but he apparently told Harold Ramis what was going on. And they set up the cameras, and Bill came out and started like hugging me, kissing me, and I ran away, which, you know, was what I just would naturally do. And Harold Ramis says, I think we have that.
I love that. What a great story.
Haul Out the Halloween is more fun than you could shake a stick at. It is just, oh, here's McLean right there in the blue cap. That's our director, our man. There's the man, our director. Oh, and this is the street in Utah.
Wow.
These people let us do this to their homes.
Oh my gosh.
These are real people who live there. But what we did is we asked people there to dress up and be extras.
Oh, wonderful.
So the people are feeling, oh my God, I get to be in a movie. and we smoked up the whole thing. We ruined their neighborhood. But this is the third time we've ruined their neighborhood.
How fun though, it's part of the experience.
And that shot was taken probably around midnight.
Sure.
That's when we were starting to shoot.
Oh my
So you have
goodness.
all these kids out at midnight, and we shot till sunlight. You know, we shot till about 4:30 or so.
I heard you had a special celebration too while you were out there.
Oh, which one? Give me a hint.
Did they make your birthday a big deal on set?
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
This was crazy because we were doing a completely different scene. We were doing a wedding scene, and then McLean gets this bubble thing going and saying like, oh, and by the way, I didn't tell anyone it was my birthday. No one told me this was going to happen. I was still acting in the scene. I was the best man in the scene. That's why I was dressed up in the fancy tuxedo. But that is kind of the camaraderie that makes you want to keep acting for years. And when you don't have that camaraderie, it makes you want to check out early.
Oh my gosh. Hey, I want to ask you about your family because we just love following along with your grandkids who are growing up so fast. What's the latest? What's going on here?
Well, there's Dior with her artwork, little baby Ember, and there's Dej and Robert, my son. And anyway, they bought their first house.
Whoa, that's big news.
This is huge. And so it is an all hands on deck thing. My son, my daughter-in-law, Dejanay, she's a doctor. My son is a professor in organic chemistry. They've been saving up their money, and my son is a genius at the stock market.
Wow.
And he had enough money. He said, we're going to get a house. And so now they're this cute little house. And the thing that is so amazing about it is that Robert and Dej and the babies now live about 2 blocks away from where Ann and I first got married and where Robert and William were born.
Wow.
Our babies were born, just like right down the street.
Oh, that warms my heart. Now, did your daughter-in-law, did she spend some time in Portland when she was in school?
Yeah, I think she did. In fact, I may have another job coming up in Portland, and Dej, she wants to come out there and visit with her friends again. I said, let's just make it a party when I'm working in Portland.
I hope so. I hope we get to see you soon. Are you going to do more of those awesome commercials with Keckner and Jack Quaid that we love so much?
We have been requested to make another set of commercials, Keckner and the amazing Jack Quaid.
Yes.
I cannot tell you how amazing Jack Quaid is. I mean, he's the one who has to say all of that computer talk.
Oh, that's right.
And we have no idea what he's talking about, and it just flies out of his mouth. And we all look like dummies. Keckner and I look like dummies, which we are. And Jack looks like he's brilliant, which he is.
Oh, my gosh.
And we get
love
to be
seeing
in
you guys
Portland,
together.
which
Yes.
is one of our favorite cities in the world.
Hopefully very soon we'll see you. Okay, really quickly, you're also doing this super fun podcast event, Go Fact Yourself. Is that this weekend? That sounds amazing.
It's this weekend. It's Saturday. They asked me what I'm an expert at. And I go like, auditioning? And they go, no, we need a real topic. I said, I don't know. So they said one of my topics is going to be Charles Dickens.
Oh.
So they said, because I said, well, I love Charles Dickens' writing. And so I'm going to, maybe they're going to ask me questions about Charles Dickens, so I'm probably going to lose the Go Fact Me show.
Well, you're going to be there with Aparna, who is hilarious, and then there's like a surprise secret guest. It sounds like quite an experience.
I think it will be. The only other time I did that is they were doing a Go Fact Me a show on Groundhog Day. And they had one guy who was on the show saying that he was the expert on Groundhog Day, and I was the secret guest.
That's awesome.
They revealed me, and I'm going like, what he said is not true. So
I love that. You're going to have the best time.
I hope so. I hope so. If not, there is a late night bar nearby, and then all problems will be corrected.
We'll make it work. Stephen, thank you so much for spending some time with us today. We are just so thrilled for you, and we can't wait to see you on screen again, and hopefully in person very soon.
Very soon, Hannah, very soon.
All right, thanks, buddy. Okay, Freakier Friday opens in theaters tomorrow, and we'll have more information on our website at katu.com. We'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this.